everyone, so today I'm finally going to be giving you guys my updated ranking of Taylor Swift's discography. Okay, I got my Paige Becker's Era shirt on TikTok that they made for this occasion. Look at the new wall, got my AZ foot up here. Also, I got my hair done. Shout out to my cousin. We love him in the braids, we love him in the braids. Starting at the top, number one, I have the Folklore album. Okay, this still remains my favorite album. I think that this is just Taylor Swift's peak. If we're going to talk about her songwriting on here, I thought that her pen was top tier. And we're also looking at the productions from Aaron Dessner, from Jack Antonoff. Vocals are good for her standards. Just song for song for song. I'm always going to say this, but starting off the album with the one into Cardigan into The Last Great American Dynasty, it can't be topped. It can't be topped. Just what this album did, the sequencing, how consistent that it is. Yeah, and this is the album that brought me back to Taylor Swift. Like I said, I believe, the whole Kanye BS, I didn't listen to Taylor Swift for a while. That got debunked, and I was like, I want to listen to Taylor Swift again. I came back to this album. Yeah, this album, hearing it the first time, it's refreshing to listen to. I've heard it so many times. I'll go over my favorites later, but you even have some gems on here as well. 7 is a great song. August, I forgot to add it to my favorites, but love August, love the whole bridge moment. I mean, I could go on. I think it's just a great album. It has everything. It's really strong. She had a career renaissance with this album for a reason, and I've just replayed it so many times. So yeah, I just think that it's her best. My favorite songs on the Folklore album, The Last Great American Dynasty is my favorite song on this album. Okay, the whole bridge. She said, they say she was seen on occasion packing the rock, staring out at the midnight sea, and in A Few with her neighbor, she stole his dog and died at Key Lime Green. 50 years is a long time. Holiday house set quietly on that beach. Free of woman with madness, their men and bad habits, and then it was Bob and me. A whole song about the history of the house, and then said, and then it was Bob and me. That whole bridge, you will always be famous. You will always be famous. Okay, so like, yeah, that was taking it for me. The production of The Last Great American Dynasty, it was giving. It was giving. Also, Invisible String stood out to me. Love the whole chorus. She said, time is single time, cutting me open, then healing me fine. Were there clues I didn't see? And isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was some invisible string tying you to me? And then the whole bridge, a string that pulled me out of all the wrong arms right into that dive bar. Something wrapped all of my past mistakes in barbed wire. Chains around my demons, wool to brave the seasons. One single thread of gold tied me to you. Okay, exactly. Like, I just love a beautiful song about fate. Like, it's taking it, okay? And then the last favorite song that I have is going to be The Lakes. Okay, the whole bridge. She said, I want auroras and sad prose. I want to watch wisteria grow right over my bare feet because I haven't moved in years and I want you right here. Red rose grew up out of ice frozen ground with no one around to tweet it while I bathe in cliffside pools with my calamitous love and insurmountable grief. Bro, the tweet lyric, I hate that, but this song as a whole, it has lived on. It has lived on. It's one of her best. Honorable mentions for songs that I love. Already talked about the one, but the whole bridge, I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing happened different, would everything be different? And then the chorus, when she switches it up, we were something, don't you think so? Those have flown with our chosen family, and it would have been sweet if it could have been me. In my defense, I have none. We're digging up the grave another time, but it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Starting off the album with a 1, tone setter, Cardigan, the whole third verse. But I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all of my what ifs. The smell of smoke would hang around this long, cause I knew everything when I was young. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time, chasing shadows in the grocery line. I knew you'd miss me once the thrill expired, and you'd be standing in my front porch light, and I knew you'd come back to me, and you come back, and you come back, bro. Cardigan is so good. And people want to say, oh, it's Lana Del Rey ripoff and da-da-da-da. Okay, she ate that because Lana Del Rey never had a song that could do what Cardigan did for me. Okay, so I love Cardigan, so I have to say that. So we have that. And I will say the negatives of this album, I have never been a fan of Exile. Epiphany is not my favorite, so there are some songs in this album that I don't like, but for the most part, this album really holds up. At number 2 on my list is going to be her 1989 album. If you know one thing about me, 1989 is one of my pop bibles. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, and this was the album that actually got me into Taylor Swift. The first album that I listened to, I bought it on iTunes. I listened to it every single day for I don't know how long. Like, this is an album that I have memorized at this point. This is an album that's very special to me, and I feel like this is an album that just really shows the best of what pop music has to offer. I knew this was going to be at number 2 in my ranking, and listening to it again only solidified it. Okay, you had hit after hit after hit after hit. Let me read you the track list. Okay, Welcome to New York, Into Blank Space, Into Style, Into Out of the Woods, All You Had to Do Was Stay, which was kind of a miss, but we move. Shake It Off, I Wish You Would, Bad Blood, Wilder Streams, How You Get the Girl, This Love, I Know Places, Into Clean. Hit after hit after hit after hit. She was not playing on 1989. Okay, pop perfection. The production here, she had catchy songwriting, good vocals. Like, people don't make albums like this, bro. She had 5 or 6 hits off of this one album. Okay, Shake It Off, the classic, the fun song that you are. People hate Shake It Off, but I always enjoyed it. Out of the Woods is a really great song too. Like, so many good songs in this album. Singles were great, but the album tracks held up as well. Okay, so I just had to put it, top 2. Okay, so I forgot to say this whenever I had recorded this video, but Blank Space is one of the best pop songs of all time. I'm sorry. The pen click, the clean production, the whole chorus, so it's gonna be forever or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell me I'm insane, but I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your your name. Like, what? This is all by memory. This is all by memory, bro. Dopamine, no normani that you get listening to Blank Space. Like, you had to be there for this era, for this song. The biting of the apple, no Charlie XCX. The music video, like, they don't make songs like this anymore. It's one of our best. I would add that in my favorites, but I couldn't let this video continue without giving Blank Space its 10s and what it did for me. They trying to make songs like Blank Space. You had to be there for this moment, but it was gonna haunt me if I didn't talk about it, so I had to add it in. In terms of my favorite songs on this album, I Know Places definitely had to have a moment here for me. Just the way that her whole vocal delivery is, love the whole chorus and everything, saying, I know places where we can hide, okay, they trying to follow us, we need our privacy. Yeah, it's just, I Know Places, the whole production, the bridge moment. I Know Places has never got enough in Taylor Swift's discography, and I think that that's shameful. But, you know, I'm a huge fan of I Know Places, okay, so I Know Places had to be there for me. The style had to be there, the whole chorus, because you got that James Dean J Dream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, okay, because we never go out of style. We never go out of style. You got that long hair, slick back, white t-shirt, and I got that girl Faith and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time, because we never go out of style. People don't write songs like this, bro. And it's so funny, she tried to act like this song was about hairstylists. You call the song style, like, girl, pack it up. But style definitely had to be there. Wildest Dreams had to be there too. The whole bridge, you see me in hindsight, tangled up with you all night, burning it down. Someday when you leave me, I bet all these memories follow you around. And then, yeah, it kind of repeats. But yeah, Wildest Dreams, it was my favorite song on the album for the longest. I Know Places might have took that chain. Wildest Dreams, the song that you were to me. Okay, How You Get the Girl is an underrated song on this album. This Love was such a good song on this album, bro. Like, this album hits, okay? I'm not that fond of stuff like All You Had to Do Was Stay. I think that's one of her worst track 5s, for example. Bad Blood has got kind of tired, but, you know, it was good for that time. And then if we're looking at Deluxe, I never was a fan of stuff like You Are in Love. I hate that song, so I have to say that. At number 3, I'm going to give it to her Midnights album. Yup. This is an album that I really enjoyed whenever it came out, and this album got a lot of hate when it was first released, and I feel like we should be putting that onto the Torture Post department, which I will get there later. I think that this is a really good album. Songwriting wise, I thought her pen was pretty strong on this album. Vocals good for her standards. I liked the production and what was going on all the way throughout there as well. I think this is the first album that Jack Antonoff kind of like fully produced for her or something like that. He did most of the songs. I think this was the album that's going on there. But there was a lot of highlights on this album, and I feel like people are way too hard in it, and I feel like it's aged pretty well for me. So after I re-listened to it again, I was having so much fun. I'm like, yeah, this has to be top 3 for me personally. So some highlights on this album. Lavender Haze as an opener, yeah, she ate. And then also have to give some love to stuff like Snow on the Beach. She said, now I'm all for you like Janet. If only Janet didn't get that lobotomy, child. But that was such a good song as well. Question, I thought was a really fun song on here as well. I hate Vigilante shit. I have to get that away. I hate that song. Anti-Hero, I'm tired of it. Bejeweled, I always liked that whenever it first came out as well. The Great War, she said, I looked at you with honor and truth, broken and blue. Like, oh, The Great War, I love that song so bad. Glitch was a good song. Yeah, there was some really good stuff on here. So those are some gems that did make it to my favorites. My favorite songs on this album, Karma is so good. It's so good. The bridge, ask me what I learned from all those years. Ask me what I earned from all those tears. Ask me why so many fade, but I'm still here, the fuck? And then the breakdown, because karma is the thunder, riding your ground. Karma's on your scent like a bounty hunter. Karma's gonna track you down, step by step from town to town. Sweet like justice, karma is the queen, and karma takes all my friends to the summit. Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. And then whenever she leads back into the chorus, when she's like, karma is my boyfriend, karma is a guy, like that. Oh, songwriting, pop. People want to handle lyrics of karma. I do not care. Sometimes you need fun pop music, okay? I'm not expecting every song to, you know, have the best words in the dictionary, okay? She gave me pop perfection with that. The whole chorus, like, karma was so good. Okay, so karma definitely has to be there, and that's my favorite song on the whole album. And then Maroon definitely had to have a mention for me as well. Like, the whole chorus, whenever she said, the burgundy on my t-shirt when you splash your wine into me, and how the blood rushed into my cheeks, so scarlet, it was Maroon. The mark they saw on my collarbone, the rust that grew between telephones, the lips I used to call home, so scarlet, it was Maroon. The songwriting of Taylor Swift, bro. And the whole bridge, that's a real fucking legacy. Exactly, bro. Maroon had to be there. You're on Your Own, Kid. It was too good. She said, from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. The jokes weren't funny. I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away. Because there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face this. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. Songwritings, people, bro. Taylor Swift bridge, this song had to be one of my favorites, okay? And then Hits Different is the last one of my favorites. I had to add an extra favorite, but literally the whole chorus Oh, My Love Is a Lie, Shit My Friends Say to Get Me By. It hits different. It hits different this time. Catastrophic Blues, Moving On was always easy for me to do. It hits different. And that whole bridge as well. Yeah, that bridge was so good too. Like, Hits Different was definitely there as well. So yeah, Sweet Nothing. This is one that's an honorable mention, but I love the song. She says, they said the end is coming. Everyone's up to something. I found myself running home to your sweet nothings. Outside they're pushing, shoving. You're in the kitchen humming. All that you ever wanted from me was sweet nothing. And then the whole bridge moment on Sweet Nothing. Chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Okay, so in Paris, the pre-chorus, one of her best. I'm so in love that I might stop breathing. Drew a map on your bedroom ceiling. No, I didn't see the news because we were somewhere else. Stumbled down pretend alleyways. Cheap wine. Make believe it's champagne. I was taken by the view like we were in Paris. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. So yeah, like I said, Menace gets a lot of hate. I don't feel like it's deserved. I feel like it's a great album. You're Losing Me was a good song on this album too. So gem after gem after gem. At number 4, I'm giving it to the Red album. Red has actually grown on me a lot in respect to Taylor's discography. I used to not care for Red a whole lot. I used to think that it was overrated. But as I listened to it more over time, I was able to appreciate it more. I understand why people would say it's her best album. I know that it's her favorite. I like the aesthetics. I like the era of Red a whole lot. The album cover, all those things. So, you know, I've really become fond of Red, and I feel like top 4 is a good spot for it. So yeah, there's a bunch of gems on here that I want to shout out first. Obviously, I have to give some love to Holy Ground. Lucky One was a good song on this album. Also, I can appreciate Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, which grew on me. I used to not like Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. Some stuff I don't like on here really quickly. I am not on the I Knew You Were Trouble train anymore. I'm tired of that song. I don't need to hear it again. All too well, I do think that song's overrated. Y'all gonna kill me, but I've said it a billion times. I really don't care. I almost do. I'm not really that fond of it. Stay, Stay, Stay. I don't like Stay, Stay, Stay. I don't like The Last Time at all. So those are songs that I don't like, which is part of the reason why Red has to be here. Whenever I make these lists, I have to do it a combination of my personal taste and opinion and objectively how good the album is. So I feel like, you know, 4 is a good spot for Red. But now let's get into the good stuff, because there's a lot of good in Red. Begin Again is literally my favorite Taylor Swift song, okay? The first verse. Took a deep breath in the mirror. He didn't like it when I wore high heels, but I do. Turn the lock and put my headphones on. He always said he didn't get this song, but I do. And that was so good, bro. The bridge too. And we walked down the block to my car, and I almost brought him up. But you start to talk about the movies that your family watches every single Christmas, and I want to talk about that. And for the first time, what's past is past. Here's the whole message of that. Like, you know, she's struggling with that situation. You know, he used to think that I wasn't funny, but you do. And just having that refreshing moment in a relationship. And I think that it's kind of a thing about beginning again in life. Like, whatever it is that you're going through, you always have the opportunity to start fresh and begin again, no matter how many times you've been hurt and bruised emotionally and all those things. So I think it's just beautiful from that way. I absolutely love her songwriting on here. Like I said before, I'm glad she got her master's back so we can stop pretending to give a fuck about the Taylor version, because the original Begin Again, I don't know. It's just a special song to me. It's just a special song to me. So it's probably my favorite Taylor Swift song by all time. So Begin Again definitely had to be up there as well. Treacherous, definitely have to give that one a shout out. The second verse, I can't decide if it's a choice, getting swept away. I hear the sound of my own voice asking you to stay. And all we are is skin and bone, trained to get along. Forever going with the flow, but your friction. And then the chorus, this slope is treacherous. This path is reckless. This slope is treacherous. I like it. A bridge, 2 headlights shine through the sleepless night, and I will get you alone. Your name has echoed through my mind, and I just think you should know that nothing safe is worth a drive, and I would follow you home. And she repeats this part in the song later too. Treacherous is so good. And there was this one acoustic version she did of Treacherous. I love Treacherous as well. State of Grace as an opener, I definitely had to add this to my favorites as well, because what she did with it was insane. Okay, the pre-chorus, so you were never a saint, and I lived in shades of wrong. We learned to live with the pain, mosaic broken hearts, but this love is brave and wild, and I never saw you coming, and I'll never be the same. And then the bridge, this is a state of grace, this is a worthwhile fight, love is a ruthless game unless you play it right. These are the hands of fate, you're my Achilles heel, this is the golden age of something good and right and real. Just the whole production of this song, the vocals, the way that it builds up, this is what opening tracks are. State of Grace is one of Taylor Swift's best opening tracks. If you say it's number 1, I will not argue with you. I will not argue with you. State of Grace is so good. Like, this is what opening tracks are supposed to be. So of course I have to talk about State of Grace. Okay, so I just realized that I completely forgot to talk about Starlight, and Starlight is one of my favorite songs in this album. I really don't understand the hate that it gets. It's so much fun. I love the guitars and everything like that. I think she was talking about the Kennedys, something around there, but yeah, I mean, the chorus is so good. And I said, oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night, never would forget how it moved. The whole place was just a nines, and we were dancing like we're made of starlight. Like, I don't know. You either get it or you don't, but I love Starlight, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention it, because this song gets way too much hate from me, but big fan of Starlight personally. One of the reasons why I really enjoy the Red album is that it's very personal, talking about the whole situation with Jake Gyllenhaal and her relationships and everything like that. She still has the catchy pop songs, you know, she's really riding in between the whole moment of the pop and the country, and she does it really well. We had the hits, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, we had 22, which were fun songs, and you get that personal stuff. Sad, Beautiful, Tragic, that whole bridge on there is so good. Kiss It, Try to Fix It, Could You Just Try to Listen, and that whole... It's just so good. It's so good. Sequencing isn't my favorite, I will say that. And some people said, you know, it's not really that cohesive because it's trying to show the stages of a relationship or something like that. I mean, I don't really care about the sequencing a whole lot for the most part on albums, as long as the good songs are together for the most part. Red is a solid album. I like the album cover. I like the era a lot. There's a lot to like in Red. There's a lot of good songs, a lot of good album cuts. If we're looking at Taylor version songs, you had Nothing New, which I loved. So I'm very fond of Red personally. Okay, at number 5, I'm giving it to the Evermore album. I really struggled to place Evermore in my list because for me, Evermore was top 2, I would say, like the first year or so it came out. I revisited a lot, and then over time I found myself not revisiting it as much. I would go back to Folklore, and then I re-listened to it and I'm just like, it wasn't hitting for me the same way, which is really weird because 9 times out of 10, if I love an album upon first listen, if I rank it high upon first listen or first month or whatever, it's going to stay there. And Evermore just didn't stay there for me. I don't know. I re-listened to it again the other day. I appreciated it more. I think it's a good album. I think it has strong songwriting and everything. So I felt like 5, I felt like it was a good place for it. You know, I can't put it too low because I feel like it's disrespectful from a songwriting perspective. I don't revisit it as much as the albums I put above it, so I felt like 5 was fine for it. But those are my reasons. But Evermore, it's a good album. It's a good sister album to the Folklore album. So some gems on Evermore to appreciate. Gold Rush is a good song. 'Tis the Damn Season, I really enjoyed that song on this album too. Coney Island definitely deserves a shout out. So those are some songs to shout out. Some songs that I don't like, let me actually go over that right now. Marjorie, it's a good song. I don't listen to it a whole lot. I never liked Closure. Bon Iver on Evermore gives me PTSD, and the deluxe songs were not good. So those are the songs I don't go for a whole lot. Happiness, I never listened to that a whole lot. Dorothea, it depends. It just depends how I feel. It depends on how I feel when I listen to the album. I'm not finding myself listening to it as a whole lot. I'm skipping through songs. Okay, but now let me go through my favorites. Cowboy Like Me is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time. The best song on the album. I love Cowboy Like Me. The whole chorus, you're a cowboy like me, perched in the dark, telling all the rich folks anything they want to hear like it could be love. I could be the way forward only if they pay for it. You're a bandit like me, eyes full of stars, hustling for the good life, never thought I'd meet you here, it could be love. We could be the way forward and I know I'll pay for it. The bridge on here too. And the skeletons in both our closets plotted hard to fuck this up. And the old men that I swindled really did believe I was the one. And the ladies' luncheon has their stories about when you pass through town. Oh, but that was all before I locked it down. Third verse, now you hang from my lips like the gardens of Babylon. With your boots beneath my bed, forever is the sweetest con. Like, oh my god, Cowboy Like Me is so good. But lyrically, the production, the background vocals, like this is Taylor getting it back into her country bag again. And I think it's so good. I think it's so good. I love Cowboy Like Me. You guys don't even understand how much I love that song. The next song is Tolerated. You know, I have to say this is, in my opinion, her best track 5, okay? Before she literally said, I wait by the door like I'm just a kid. Use my best colors for your portrait. Lay the table with the fancy shit and watch you tolerate it. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it. In the bridge, when you were out building other worlds, where was I? Where's that man who threw blankets over my barbed wire? I made you my temple, my mural, my sky. Now I'm begging for footnotes in the story of your life. Drawing hearts in the byline, always taking up too much space or time. You assume I am fine, but what would I do if I? And then it leads back into the chorus. Such a good bridge, such a good song. The instrumentation, the vocals, it's too good. So that had to be up there as well. And then I would say Willow. I think it's a fun song to open up the album with. And yeah, I'm kind of shocked by how much I liked Willow. Like, and when I looked, it's always in my top 3 most street songs from this album. So yeah, that's kind of my take on Evermore. That's kind of my take. Some people think it's better than Folklore. I don't think that. That's just my opinion. At number 6, I got the Lover album. I like the Lover album a lot. You know, Me shouldn't have been the lead single. We can agree on that. And there are songs that I don't care for on this album. Man, I'm tired of hearing the man. I will say that. I think he knows I've been hating that song. Paper Rings actually has grown on me. I will say that. I don't actually think Me is a bad song for the record. I really don't, but I don't need to hear it at this point. There's a lot good to like on this album. There is. People get too caught up in the me of it all, and I think she put too many songs. And I think if she would have narrowed it down, then we could have better conversations. But hey, that's not the world we live in. That's not the world we live in. So, some of my favorite songs on this album. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. Bro, the first verse. Know I adore you. I'm crazier for you. And some people said that might be a reference to Crazier, which I love that song. Then I was at 16, lost in a film scene, waving homecoming queens, marching band playing. I'm lost lost in the light. American glory faded before me. Now I'm feeling hopeless, ripped up my prom dress. Running through rose thorns, I saw the scoreboard and ran for my life. No cameras catch my pageant smile. I counted days, I counted miles to see you there, to see you there. It's been a long time coming, but. And then the whole chorus on here is so good too. The chorus on here is so good. So you have that. The fact that this song is jointly about like politics and high school, and like you could see it either way. It's just brilliant songwriting. I love the production. I think it's super cool. It's my favorite song on this album. I like this song before the tour. Watch my video a few years ago. I have receipts for that. Okay. So yeah, I've always been really fond of Mystic Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. I just think it's brilliant songwriting from Taylor. I don't know how people still sleep in those songs, but whatever. Cruel Summer, have to give some love to Cruel Summer. The whole bridge on here. I'm drunk in the back of the car and I cried like a baby coming home from the bar. Said I'm fine, but it wasn't true. I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you. And I snuck through the garden gate every night in the summer just to seal my fate. And I scream for whatever it's worth. I love you. Ain't that the worst thing you ever heard? And then he looks up grinning like a devil. Chorus, it's new. The shape of your body is blue. The feeling I've got. And it's ooh, whoa, whoa. It's a cruel summer. It's cool. That's what I tell him. No rules. Unbreakable heaven. But ooh, whoa. It's a cruel summer. Yeah. Cruel Summer. Perfect pop song. We agree. Should have been the lead. The production on here, Jack Antonoff, he probably will never outdo Cruel Summer. You know, now that I really think about it, it might be his finest production. Cruel Summer, and you guys try to compare this to Getaway Car. Don't ever do that. That's disrespectful to me. I'm sorry. Like, it wishes. But I'm fond of it. So definitely had to be there. Also, The Archer, one of her best track 5s. And then I love the pre-chorus. Easy they come, easy they go. I jump from the train. I ride off alone. I never grew up. It's getting so old. Help me hold on to you. And then the chorus. I've been the archer. I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay? Like, oh my God. Just how self-aware that she is on this song and talking about her relationships with people. And sometimes she feels like she's been done wrong, but she's also done people wrong. And just the whole production of it. People don't appreciate The Archer enough, but I love The Archer. Okay, so those are my favorites. Honorable mentions on this album: Death by a Thousand Cuts. The bridge on there goes crazy. And then also London Boy. I think London Boy is fun. False God is a great song. It's nice to have a friend. Like I said, she said it's nice to have a friend, and you know what it is. So I'm really fond of It's Nice to Have a Friend. I'm really fond of It's Nice to Have a Friend. Okay. I think that, you know, Soon You'll Get Better is a great song too. I will say that. I think that Cornelia Street, it should have been 2 minutes. It's too long of a song. Like I said, Paper Rings has grown on me. It should have been 12 songs. But when I re-listened to this album twice, I had fun. So, you know, I thought that, you know, this was an appropriate spot for it. Okay. At number 7, I got the Speak Now album. I do like this album a lot. It kind of feels disrespectful to put it at number 7. But she has a lot of great albums. I thought about it. I re-listened to, you know, the 5 through 7 range. That was the part I struggled with. I was confident in the beginning and the end, but the 5 through 7, I re-listened, I ran it back, and I thought, you know, this is good space for it. But what do I like about Speak Now? A lot of things. She's really doing that country rock blend on this album well, and she just really stepped it up. It's unfortunate that this album didn't perform well for her standards. I think it's great. You know, she wrote every single song on this album, no co-writers, so Taylor Swift's pen was penning on this album indeed. So some songs I want to shout out before I get to my favorites. Mine as an opening song does not get enough, but it's a really great song. Back to December is so good on this album. Dear John, You Are an Expert at Sorry and Making the Lines Blurry. Never Impressed by Me Acing Your Test. And then, yeah, that whole song is really good as well. Mean, one of the first Taylor Swift songs that I heard, and I'm really fond of Mean. I think it's fun. Story of Us is a great song on this album. While I'm here, I do not really care for Never Grow Up. Don't care for Innocent. I just never like those songs. Long Live is really tired to me. Last Kiss has grown on me. I will say that as well. Better Than Revenge. It's a fun song. I'm so glad, again, she got the Masters back because she's better known for the things that she does on the Masters. Is it politically correct? No. Is it a banger? Yes. That's such a good song. That's such a good song. And yeah, I'm so glad that we are here. Just the conviction she has with her voice, all the electric guitars, the edge that she has on this album. She couldn't recreate that with Taylor version. She couldn't. I'm sorry. This album is so good. So, favorite songs on this album. Sparks Fly is so good. Okay, of course. Drop Everything Now. Meet Me in the Pouring Rain. Kiss Me on the Sidewalk. Take It Away the Pain. I see sparks fly whenever you smile. Give me with those green eyes, baby, as the lights go down. Give me something that'll haunt me when you're not around, because I see sparks fly whenever you smile. Oh my God, Sparks Fly. The whole riff, the whole production, Taylor vocal. Sparks Fly is so good. That's definitely one of my favorites. Enchanted was so good as well. The first verse, there I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles, same old tired lonely place. Walls of insincerity, shifting eyes and vacancy, vanished when I saw your face. All I can say is I was enchanted to meet you. Like, as the first verse is crazy. And then the chorus, this night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew. This night is flawless, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, dancing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew I was enchanted to meet you. Like, oh my God. Like, this is like a Disney princess, like Disney kind of song, like in the best way, okay? And then the bridge, this is me praying that this was the very first page, not where the storyline ends. My thoughts will echo your name until I see you again. These are the words I held back as I was leaving too soon. I was enchanted to meet you. Please don't be in love with somebody else. Please don't have somebody waiting on you. Please Please don't be in love with someone else. Please don't have somebody waiting on you. Some of Taylor Swift's fighting songwriting to date. I'm sorry, Enchanted was so good as well. Speak Now, the song is so good. I love the storytelling throughout the song. The bridge, I heard the preacher say, speak now or forever hold your peace. There's the silence, there's my last chance. I stand up with shaky hands, all eyes on me. Or if I looked from everyone in the room, but I'm only looking at you. I love Speak Now, the song as well. Like, yeah. Speak Now, the album is very good. It deserves more, but you know, that's where I'm at. Number 8, I decided to give it to Fearless, the album. Fearless, the album, this is the album that Taylor Swift really broke out with. I think it's the most awarded country album of all time. She got her album of the year. And I mean, Fearless, I think is a really good album. I think it's a really good album for the time. She has just released better albums, which is why it's here. So some songs to shout out. You have Love Story, which is a classic, so I have to shout that out. You Belong With Me, that being on the same album is crazy, okay? Breathe is such a good song, so I have to appreciate Breathe as well. Forever and Always, the piano version on here was really good as well. I like Jumped and Fall, so those are some songs to shout out. Songs I don't really like, I've never been a fan of Hey Steven, so I just don't like Hey Steven. Change, I'm kind of tired of Change. I don't like Untouchable. The Vault songs were disappointing, but yeah. I think Fearless is a good encapsulation of its time. I think it did great things for Taylor Swift. She just has better albums, as I said, but some of my favorites. The Best Day is my favorite song on this and one of my favorite Taylor songs of all time. The whole bridge, I have an excellent father. His strength is making me stronger. God smiles on my little brother. Inside and out, he's better than I am. I grew up in a pretty house and I had space to run around and I had the best days with you. Yeah, and then whenever, like in the beginning, she says like, I don't know why the trees change in the fall, and then later she's like, and now I know why the trees change in the fall. Like those parallels. A song about her mom and their relationship, and she said she used to get bullied in high school. This song just makes me so emotional. Like anytime I listen to it, like I be tearing up. It's just a beautiful song. I just love The Best Day. Like always has a warm place in my heart. Fearless, the song, whenever she said there's something about the way the street looks when it's just rain, like as an opener, like it's so good. And then the chorus, and I don't know how it gets better than this. You take me hand and drag me head first, Fearless. And I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress, Fearless. Like Fearless, the song is so good. Okay, so that definitely has to be in my favorites. Also like Coming With the Rain. I'll leave my window open because I'm too tired at night to call your name. Just know I'm right here hoping that you'll come in with the rain. Come in with the rain. This was a bonus track, but it was too good. At number 9, I have the Reputation album. I've said my opinion on Reputation so many times and I'll repeat myself again. So basically, Reputation actually isn't a bad album. You know, it's actually good to a certain degree. However, this coming off the back of 1989, I mean, come on, it just couldn't compare. And Lover was better, Midnights was better. This, in my opinion, is Taylor Swift's worst pop album. Has not aged particularly well with the production. And I get what she was trying to do in the sense of you have to talk about the Kanye situation and everything. I think that the execution of what she was trying to do could have been better with this album, because a lot of people think it's about Kanye, but it's about Joe Alwyn and the relationship at the time. And she didn't really promote the album because she didn't want to talk about her personal life, which I get. I think all those things kind of get misconstrued. I think she has better albums, songwriting wise, production wise. Sometimes I'm more over dramatic with my opinion than other times, but I still stand with the fact that if you say Reputation is one of Taylor Swift's best albums and you have it in the top 3 of your ranking, I'm not taking your ranking seriously. I'm sorry. Taylor Swift has released so many great albums, and you think Reputation is one of her best? There's that. I think that the whole Taylor Swift trying to be a bad bitch, that doesn't work. Taylor Swift trying to be sexy with stuff like Dress. Dress is one of my least favorite Taylor Swift songs. I hate that song. If that song has no headers, I am dead. I hate that song so bad. I still think that there's a decent collection of songs. I enjoyed it more on my last listen than I had previously. Those things stand. So that's why Reputation is here. If you've seen enough of my videos, you're not surprised by this at all. So that's my overarching thoughts. Album cover did eat, but we have some good stuff. Quickly, songs that I don't like. I already said that I don't like Dress, so I'm just not fond of that. Look What You Made Me Do. It has grown on me. It has grown on me, I will say, but I still hate the chorus, so I will say that. So It Goes, I never really cared for So It Goes. I already hate Dress. Call It What You Want. I don't like that lyric about trust you like a brother, because why are you saying that about your boyfriend? I don't know. Songs to shout out. Endgame was so good. Okay, the verses that she was trading back with Etchin and Future, she did eat a little bit. Ready For It, I thought was a good song, so I wanted to shout that out. Delicate, I like it as a track 5 as well. In terms of my favorite songs in this album, I Did Something Bad, like the first verse, 8. I never trust a narcissist, but they love me, so I play them like a violin and I make it look oh so easy, because for every lie I tell them, they tell me 3. This is how the world works. Now all he thinks about is me. I can feel the flames on my skin, crimson red paint on my lips. If a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. I don't regret one bit, because he had it coming. And then, you know, the whole chorus on here is good. The whole bridge, like I Did Something Bad a lot, so that's one of my favorites actually. Don't Blame Me is so good. Pretty repetitive, but it's still good. Don't Blame Me, Love Made Me Crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Lord Save Me, My Drug Is My Baby. I'll be using for the rest of my life. Dancing With Her Hands Tied is another one of my favorites. I love when she says, I could have spent forever with your hands in my pockets. Picture of her face in an invisible locket. You said there was nothing in the world that could stop it. I had a bad feeling. And darling, you turned my bed into a sacred oasis. People started talking, putting us through our paces. I knew there was no one in the world who could take it. I had a bad feeling. Being in My Heart is a really good song too, so that's also a favorite for me, so I would say that. At number 10 is going to be The Tortured Poets Department. I made a whole video talking about every single song on this album, and so yeah. Suffice to say, I do not like this album a whole lot. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's listenable, but I think it's bland. I think if you go into this expecting that this is what Taylor Swift's going to do on all your albums, I think you would be richly disappointed. But yeah, the production I thought was bland and sterile. Vocals weren't doing a whole lot for me. Songwriting, I thought her pen took a step down. So I'm not really that fond of this album, to be honest, which is why, you know, it's this low. You guys can check out my video for more explanation on all the songs. But quick thoughts on the album. Fortnite, I like that one part. I'll put it on screen. I forget what the lyric was. Torture Post Apartment, the song I'm not really fond of. I don't like My Boy Breaks His Favorite Toys. Don't Care for Down Bad. I like So Long London. Fresh at the Slammer. Chop. LOML. I feel like that's a chop right now. The Black Dog. I'm Gonna Get You Back. Chop. Chop. Albatross. Chop. Chloe Sammer. Sophia Marcus. Chop. How Did It End? Chop. Peter is really the only song I care for at that last stretch of the album. I do want to give a little shout out to I Hate It Here. I like the song. The Olivia Rodrigo AI of the song did eat, and I hate myself for liking the AI version of the song. But that version did eat. I will say I do like that song. That lyric about 1840s and the racist girl, what are we doing? I will say that. Now it's just some of my favorite songs in this album. So I like Peter. It's my favorite song. People don't talk about this one enough. I like the lyrics. She said, "Forgive me, Peter, my lost, fearless leader, in closets like cedar preserved from when we were just kids. Is it something I did? The goddess of timing once found us beguiling. She said she was trying. Peter, was she lying? My ribs get the feeling she did. And I didn't want to come down, and I thought it was just goodbye for now. You said you were gonna grow up, then you said you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you said you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, then you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouth of babes, promises oceans deep, but never to keep. Oh, never to keep." I just love how she kind of holds you in the palm of her hand. I like the piano. I like the vocal. Like, it's good for Taylor Swift. Okay. The Alchemy is another favorite. The chorus. "So when I touch down, call the amateurs and cut them from the team. Ditch the clowns, get the crown. Baby, I'm the one to beat. Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? These blokes were in the benches. We've been on a winning streak. He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E, cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy?" It's so catchy. It's good Taylor Swift. I like the Alchemy as well. But Daddy, I love him. The chorus. "Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm telling him to floor through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want." There are some good songs in here. Will I revisit this album as a whole? No, I think there's a lot of the middle on this album. I don't think it's completely unlistenable, but I'm cherry picking songs. I think that this is one of her worst albums, and you know, I'm gonna stay that way. I listened to it, I tried to let it grow on me, and it didn't. You know, I'm not a miracle worker. I don't know. 11th and final album is going to be the debut album. I listened to it the other day. I actually don't feel like it's too bad. I really don't for a debut, but we look at the material, it had to be somewhere, so you know, it's at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, some songs I wanted to shout out. I think The Outside is a good song. Favorite songs in here: Tied Together with a Smile. Then the first verse: "Seems the only one who doesn't see your beauty is the face in the mirror looking back at you. You walk around here thinking you're not pretty, but that's not true, because I know you. Hold on, baby, you're losing it. The water's high, you're jumping into it and letting go. And no one knows that you cry, but you don't tell anyone that you might not be the golden one. You're tied together with a smell, but you're coming undone." I'm pretty sure the song was about her friend who, trigger warning, had an eating disorder. So yeah, very heartfelt, emotional in that way, and it's my favorite song on this album. So I love Tied Together with a Smile. Should Have Said No was so good, bro. I remember her performing this with the Jonas Brothers. Oh, she went off. You should have said no. You should have gone home. You should have thought twice before you let it all go. You should have known that word about what you did with her. Get back to me. And I should have been there in the back of your mind. I shouldn't be asking myself why. You shouldn't be begging for forgiveness at my feet. You should have said no, baby, and you might still have me. But yeah, it's just good. It's just good. Taylor getting into her country bag. I mean, what can you say? Our Song is the last one of my favorites. Of the chorus. "Our song is the slamming screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window. When we're on the phone and you talk real slow." She should have said real loud. "Cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is the way you laugh. The first date, man, I didn't kiss her and I should have. And when I got home before I said amen, asking God if we could play it again." Just classic, just classic. I love Our Song. I love Our Song, okay? So to give a recap on how I rank her albums, at number 1 was Folklore. At number 2 was 1989. At number 3, I had Midnights. Number 4 was Red. Number 5 was Evermore. Number 6 was Lover. 7 was Speak Now. 8 was Fearless. 9 was Reputation. 10 was Torture Post Department. And 11 was her debut. Overall, I listened to pretty much all these albums except Torture Post Department because I'm not doing that to myself again. And I had a lot of fun. You know, Taylor Swift's one of my favorite artists, and listening to her discography again, singing all the words, I had a great time. I think Taylor Swift is a great artist. I think she has a great discography. Moments I have my qualms and everything like that with Taylor Swift the person. But 90% of the time, Taylor Swift the music is going to eat. Her bridges are going to eat. She has a lot of good songs, so I had fun. You know, this is my personal ranking. Let me know what you guys think down below, but I've been meaning to do this video for weeks, and you know, this week and today I was like, I have to get it done. I have to get it done. I have to do something extra for you guys because, you know, I've been slacking, so, and I should have something extra for you guys this week. Let me know what you guys think down below this album and Taylor's albums. What are your favorite songs? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And so if you enjoyed this video, you can give it a like below. It helps me out a lot to your algorithm. I very much appreciate it. You can subscribe for more videos like this. If you hit the bell, you get notified when I post brand new videos. First link down below in the description is going to be my second YouTube channel. On there, I like to talk about pop music, pop culture. Somebody asked me to share my favorite song on every Mariah album and rank it. I did it. Rank Taylor Swift's track 2s, track 9s. I kind of been in that mode. Mariah's new album's out, so I kind of talked about that a little bit. I need to do my Beyonce concert review, so hopefully this week I get that done for you guys. I have social media. I am on Twitter. I am on Instagram, Spotify. I have TikTok accounts and all those other things, so you can check me out on there. Free Palestine, very important. Fuck Trump, you guys know I don't support that. And yeah, just taking a second to appreciate my AZ Flood jersey, because this is new for the wall, okay? My Paige Becker's thing that I got here, and just everything else. I mean, you guys see the wall. I will be changing it again. I keep changing the wall, and yeah, so that will be coming. Gotta be in my videos more. But yeah, this is a lot of fun to do. Let me know what you guys think below.